Go.
Good afternoon, it's Jim and Becky from With It Retirees in Beaverton, Oregon. Today will be the fifth of our videos going up. I thought I'd say a little bit about what we're up to. Our whole channel is about a series of projects and activities that are of interest to retired people. Hopefully you can have some fun and maybe save a little bit of money. So today's video, one more thing. If you have the time and inclination and you like what we're doing, please hit like and subscribe. Anyhow, on with the show. Today we're going to talk about putting together an emergency kit for winter travel. Winter's on us now, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and so on, and people do a lot of traveling, and we thought it'd be a good idea to put our version together, and we wanted to make it all fit in this box, which it does. So I'm going to put the box down, and then I will take the stuff out of the box and show you what we got. So the first things you need to take care of are heat and before we get any further, get yourself a set of chains that fit your car, and hopefully these will keep you from needing all of that other stuff. So I'm going to put the chains off the table. I'll do this right here. I guess we're good. So you got a blanket, you got chains, and you have water. Really important things. So people get dehydrated and they get have hypothermia. So we're going to take care of those two things right off the bat. I'm just going to slide that right over there. The next thing we're going to do is open up this tool pouch. And I'll just take the stuff out that's super pertinent and we'll talk about it. So first thing up, if you want a first aid kit, it doesn't have to be anything super fancy, but just general stuff and anything specific to your own needs, pills and things like that, of course. This is a Leatherman, they make Leatherman right around here. Leatherman Wave, one of the best, this is the best hand tool you can get. It has a full set of tools with it, flashlight and the whole bit. It's basically a tool pouch in itself. They're a little bit spendy, so probably the average person is not going to have one of these. But some tools you will need. This is a AM/FM radio. I'll forget it. Get ready to turn it on. Hang on.
So you're right that it's affecting our suburban.
So anyhow, it works and it gives you. Actually, it works pretty good. I was playing with it last night, and you can get some pretty good FM channels on it. You can buy one of these for under $10 on Amazon. You should have one. Of course, you need batteries. And something I wanted to tell you while we're doing batteries is there's a place called Harbor Freight that I don't know how many people ever go there. A lot of people who are into hobbies and things like that do. Harbor Freight has a really good deal on batteries always, and if you get the coupons, which you have to get there, go to online to get coupons from them, you can get these at an incredibly cheap rate, and they come in these wonderful little boxes. You know how when you get normal batteries and you open them up and they just dump all over the bottom of your drawer? Well, with these, in AAA or AA or whatever, they have them all. You get a little box to put them in, which I think is really nice. I've had really good luck with those. The other thing that, of course, we have in our kit is flashlights. This is not on sale. These flashlights are 2 for $3, and they do what you really want a flashlight to do and nothing else. They turn on and they turn off. You don't have to go through 5 different things, and they come with batteries in them. $1.50 a piece, you just plain can't beat it. Anyhow, enough of telling them. Soap, you're going to need some soap. This is a Swiss Army knife. If you don't have one of these, this is a pretty good alternative. good thing to have, and they're also good for buttering bread. Further on in here, this is a brick, a charging brick, and this is a pretty nice one. What you want to know you've got with all of your charging bricks is, I'm not going to take them all out of there, all the different connections to make them connect to whatever you've got that you want to charge. And that just depends. Usually it's an iPhone or something like that. But if you have one of these and you have run out of juice on your phone, this will get you out of trouble. So I would definitely have one of these, and make sure that you charge it up before you go. We have matches, things like that, tape, various things. I'm not going to get too much more into that, whatever you feel you might need. Let's go on to the next bag. This is something that I like to carry that a lot of people don't, but it will really be helpful to you. And that is a stove and a small pot. Basically, the handle goes on here. This fits in there, that fits on there, and you have a little stove. I'm going to set this down. This is a propane stove. I'm going to show you. I guess I'll take it. A real cheap one, and they use 1 pound propane. If you have a camping stove and you don't want to buy the $14 bottles of butane propane mix that they make, you can get an adapter for very, very cheap that will fit from a regular camp stove, like a backpacking one, to one of these, so you can use these with a real small stove. But this is a pretty good setup. What we do with that is we boil water. Oh, and the one thing I want to make absolutely clear that I wrote down 3 times is a stove is not for heating your car. It will kill you if you do that. It's for heating water outside your car. Get out of the car, find a place, heat the water, come back in the car. That's how it works. Don't risk it. So anyhow, we have the stove. So what we're doing with the stove is we're heating things up. This is obviously, you want some food. These are these are really good, by the way, just to keep your spirits up. We also have some masks and hand cleaner. But what we've got here, you got coffee, you got a cup of soup, you got hot chocolate. All of these things can be made just with heating water on that stove. We'll set that here. And then if you get a little further into it, these are Mountain House dinners. They are kind of expensive. They're real expensive. But all you have to do is open them up and dump, it depends, but roughly a cup and a half of water in them and seal them. And 10 minutes later, you have a real, honest, hot meal. These are the real deal, the ones that all the others are judged by. I was kind of getting upset because of how much they do cost. I'm not even going to tell you. But I got to looking at the expiration date, which we do on everything we buy. A tip I will give you now, do that. I've never seen anything quite like this. It's best by September of 2052. So I'll be 100 years old. I can still eat this stuff. It will be wonderful. So anyhow, I mean, that's crazy. That's 30 years almost. So anyhow, you buy this and you don't have to worry about it anymore. I suggest you get a couple of these and just do it and put them in. And with this, you have a regular dinner set, and you can use your stove. If you don't want to buy an $8 cup of Starbucks coffee when you're somewhere, just fire up the stove and make a cup of coffee. It's really easy to do, and I've done it quite a bit. Now, there's one thing missing. And before we go, I have to get it out. And there it is. There will come a time you will need toilet paper, I guarantee it. So make sure you got some. That's it. That's my kit, and you could add to it or subtract depending on the weather and everything. But I hope when you travel, you have a good time and everything is safe. We'll see you next week.